Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Steve about to react to another Omeezy vid. Shout out to Omeezy. He keeps us updated with all the streamer drama. This one is called The Internet Finally Turned on Suburb Baby. Oh, I thought he was like, you know, MVP at Streamer University and doing big things and everything was going well. What happened? Let's see.
Streamer University saw the birth of an up-and-coming star in the streaming industry named Suburb Baby. Suburb Baby's budding streaming career could be attributed to winning MVP at Streamer University.
The MVP award goes to Suburb Baby. Oh, we got 101K in the chat. Lame ass watching me do nothing but bullshit. Man, you don't get a job. I'm over here committing crimes. You watching me get inspired. Wrong with the world these days.
Seemingly overnight, he went from having hundreds of live viewers to tens of thousands of live viewers. Now, most people would say, hey, if you are the winner and most entertaining person...
That kind of reminds me of something I did before. But I was only saying, I mean, I was joking, but kind of not. But I was mainly talking to the people who are unemployed, complaining that they broke and they ain't got no money, but sitting and watching, you know, YouTube all day, every day. I'm like, why are you watching me right now? If you broke, unemployed, no plan on how to get no money, nothing in place, what are you doing with your life? You know, I stand by that, actually. But yeah, anyway.
At Streamer University, the biggest streaming event of the year, then naturally you would have such wild leaps and jumps.
Because my point was you could spend this time, obviously, my point is you could spend this time in like filling out some job applications or, you know, working on your resume, looking up some side hustles, you know? So yeah.
The internet did what it does with all of the new and up-and-coming Twitch streamers, and they accused Suburb Baby of not just getting his success from Streaming University, but also being a viewbotter.
Y'all doing. I already told you someone's botting me and I'm trying to get it going. Y'all don't listen. What do you want me to do? You can't give me a valid answer. You're just gonna keep talking. What are you talking about? I'm being botted. I can't stop it immediately. He just want me to do something about it.
Now, why people would bot Suburb Baby, hell, I don't know. Maybe we'll explore that a little bit later in the video. But once he was calling these people out, well, the botting stopped and the viewers dropped. He would go from 85,000 people in his chat to just 6,000 people. And that raised a lot of red flags.
Yes, that's a lot.
6K, just how you went from being yourself to writing. Just, you know, people can do a bunch. They said, bro, only had 6,000 viewers and they laughed. Tim, how much do you have? Bro was laughing.
Exactly. Oh, I said this all the time. You have nothing. Nobody's watching you. You couldn't get one person to watch your bum ass. And you talking about, oh, look at your views. Oh, look at the people in your stream. You have nothing. You sit online and watch these streamers all day, every day, scratching your ass on your mama Wi-Fi, but you want to talk about how, oh, you lacking and you falling off. And these people are delusional.
You know you can be a millionaire with 6K viewers, right? Bro,
hello.
Bro.
You have nothing.
Or if this doesn't mean that Suburb Baby was exposed, but it did mean that Twitch allowed fake viewers to become a part of his success story. And that made it harder to separate the numbers that he actually earned from the success that he never asked for. But now the real test begins. Can Suburb Baby actually turn those thousands of genuine viewers?
And obviously he had way more recently because of Streamer U, and that's gonna kind of taper off a bit. Like, we've already talked about this, and that should be common sense. When Streamer U is going on, there's a lot of hype surrounding all of these streamers, and their streams are at an all-time high. And that may last for, you know, several days after Streamer U, but eventually it's gonna taper off quite a bit. That's just how it is.
Into a long-lasting career, or are they gonna be Thanos snapped and deleted just like those bots were?
Ooh, this looks nice. What is this? That's a good deal right there. But I don't get one for.
I use this actually, Proton. So y'all go support. Oh, he did a whole little, I don't know about the mail. Yeah, I support this. Y'all support. I use this for my, I don't need to say. It's nothing weird. I just don't feel like elaborating. But anyway, yeah, but I have it.
Today. Oh, and by the way, your registration's expired. And that milk that's in the fridge is spoiled.
Now, for what it's worth, I think it is fair criticism or to ask, you know, if somebody who had a meteoric rise like a Suburb Baby was botted or not. If we look at his Twitch tracker, he went from 100 live viewers to hundreds of thousands of live viewers. And granted, it was during some...
Wait. So basically, he went from 100 and now he has 6,000. That's a major W.
situations where Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, Agent, Rage, DDG, the biggest streamers in the game, may potentially be on his camera, but ultimately they were on other cameras as well, and those cameras didn't reach those viewership numbers during that time. So why Suburb Baby?
If our stream is being viewbotted, what the fuck made you think I did it? Out of all people, I don't know how to fucking viewbot. I would understand if you niggas said, "Oh, you're being viewbotted," but you're doing it, bitch. Like, I don't fucking know how to do that.
Right. Again, I'm not making any sorts of accusations about whether he did or did not do this, but when your chat says 80K but moves more like 3,000, then I think it's very valid and fair for a lot of people to question if this is legitimate or not. Now, for what it's worth, the numbers changing don't take away the fact that Suburb Baby still did what he had to do in order to win the MVP of Streamer University. None of this proves that he actually purchased the actual bots. None of this proves that the previous viewership was fake or real. The only people that would know this stuff is Twitch and their internal data system. But even after said drop off from 80,000 to 6,000, that's still a major audience for what it's worth. So now streamer Suburb Baby sits in this awkward position of celebrating.
The people who are talking shit and hating, they could never, literally, they could never get that type of attention and that amount of people watching them. So y'all talking shit is crazy.
This number and then having people accuse him of being some sort of cheater. But if he ignores them, then it almost feels like he has something that he's hiding. If he denies any responsibility, they'll say that he's lying. And now every future milestone that he accomplishes...
I'm not talking about the people who are simply just saying like, this is odd. It was 80,000, now it's 6. Okay, sure. If you want to assume that he's viewbotting, that's separate. I'm just speaking about the people who were like shown in the previous clip being like, you only got this many. Why you only got this many viewers? I'm talking about just those people.
He's streaming will be questioned. But see, this is where the story gets really interesting because being viewbotted is not the same as buying view bots. And I don't think that people understand that.
The bots are going away.
What are you bots?
Someone's botting me.
So you can tell me, so how do you stop a view bot?
I don't know.
Yeah, how do
and
you
people
stop
are
that?
thinking I'm doing it. Nigga, I don't know how to viewbot. And you would think like these niggas could just get them gone.
Yeah, I don't know how this works either. But I don't
Someone's view botting you and how do you like tell them to stop?
You can't tell them to stop. Someone else has to just stop it. Like somebody higher up.
Hold on, Chad, does that shit cost money?
It does.
It does?
Someone obviously has money though. Streamers are the only niggas that have money. The niggas viewbotting have money. Because like, right now I have 46K. Right now how many do you have?
43K.
There's no way I have more than you.
I don't know. Okay.
I got a couple thousand in here.
And if he's bringing attention to it like this, then I don't know. I'm more inclined to believe him. I could see someone doing it, though. If they really fuck with him, and let's say they've been following him for years, and he's finally, like, getting all of his attention, I could see them being like, yeah, I want to help him even more. Let me pay for these extra, viewers in his chat so it makes him look good. I could see that. That's not outlandish whatsoever. Listen, I've had people try to support me in way more weird ways. All right, we'll just leave it at that.
But I don't got no 46.
So okay, how much you think you got in your chat right now?
13 maybe? I don't know.
You guys don't think you're 13K?
It could be around 20. I don't know, but I know it's not 46.
I said earlier in the video that there are a plethora of reasons as to why somebody would be viewbotting, especially not like their own self viewbotting themselves. Maybe you're signed to a management company or a label and they would send viewbots to your page to make you look like a bigger streamer. Maybe you are a fan of a streamer and instead of sending gifted subs, you might send viewbots to this person. Now, people are more likely to enter a busier stream. Larger streamers feel like they're more important or there's something important going on. Clip pages start to look at them differently. The sponsorships that they get are bigger. Other creators become more interested in collaboration. There's so many reasons as to why somebody would be sending viewbots to their favorite content creator or streamer's platform. But there are also negative impacts to viewbotting somebody. Somebody sees a meteoric rise like this, all of a sudden they become the talk of the town, but not necessarily for the good things. People start to question the integrity of said streamer. The real growth is no longer trusted, and then ultimately people don't want to be associated associated with them because they are a cheater. Or what could be even worse, Twitch could have a response to these view-botting allegations, or at least what they think to be view-botting allegations, and it could negatively impact the streamer. This is Twitch support's method of combating those that are view-botting. Today we are introducing a new enforcement type that we plan to roll out over the next few weeks. For channels identified as persistently view-botting, we will apply a cap to the streamer's CCV, concurrent viewers, for a fixed period of time on all Twitch surfaces. The cap will be based upon historical data regarding the creator's non-view-botting.
Wait. Okay, when they're officially identified as persistently view-botting, okay, like it's confirmed.
Traffic. Repeated violations will result in longer penalties. Streamers will be notified when an enforcement is applied, along with the duration of the penalty, and can appeal through the appeals portal. Twitch is basically saying that they'll throw a number on your page to say that, hey, this is what this person is getting based off of historical data. But there's so much context that's missing from this situation, and it could negatively impact somebody like a Suburb Baby. We know that he's had some sort of meteoric rise when it comes to streaming university, and I don't think, if it's true that he's not doing the botting himself, he should be negatively impacted based off of somebody else sending bots at him. Instead of portraying the true numbers that reflect the growth from streaming university, it'll ultimately show that he only has a couple hundred people because that's what the past 6, 7, 10 months have been saying about it. And now you have a situation in which a streamer is defending these numbers in order to clear their name, but only Twitch can do any sort of real investigation. So the problem isn't that just the bots can create this fake viewer count. The real problem is the influence that a fake number has on real people before Twitch can really get to it. Now, I'm not a big fan of this whole botting conversation because at the end of the day, you have to prove that you are still worthy to this audience that you fake captured or that you real captured due to fake memes. And so Suburb Baby is right. Even if he was botting himself, there is still a new floor that he has obtained through Streamer University. And the one thing that he needs to be weary about is the fact that in order to maintain this newfound viewership, you don't need to burn yourself out by giving all of your content, by pushing yourself to stream to all these different heights and limits and whatnot. Ultimately, he needed to slow down.
You've been streaming so fucking much. I'm saying, I love the grind. Like, you been going fucking insane, bro. But I think though, I'm gonna keep a buck. I really think you should like take a mental slow down a little bit.
The bills don't care how you're doing mentally. They just want their money.
Made a good point. Yeah, you made an absolutely good fucking point.
But that was good advice coming from Rakai. Very interesting. It's coming from him. But he's like, all right, this does start to take a toll on our mental as streamers. And he's been like in the spotlight. I would argue he's been getting a lot of attention probably longer than Suburb Baby, because although he's been doing this a while, Suburb Baby, based on what Omizi said, he wasn't getting a lot of like views and like attention for a while, so much to the point where he was about to quit. So he just started getting all of this attention, like a whole bunch of eyes on him. So Rakai, as someone who has been getting a whole bunch of views and a whole bunch of eyes on him for a while now, it's been what, like at least a couple years now, he's trying to give him some advice, but he not listening.
I'm shut the fuck up.
Nigga, why you got 25 5-minute videos? I'm streaming now.
At this point, you overworking.
Right. Streaming now.
Relax, bro. Our minds are worried about your health, bro. You gotta know
Bro, be a human for once, brother.
I ain't made it yet, nigga.
Yes, you did,
Yeah,
bitch.
I did.
You got MVP.
I ain't drawing on
You know what happened to me when I got MVP?
You know what I love is that they are like, because once again, DDG definitely been at this way longer than all of them combined, and then you got Ben the Don, like they know what it's like. So they're like, hey, calm down, because doing too much, it does not have a good effect on your mental. And that is so true. And you will not understand this until you've been doing this for a while. And even Suburb Baby himself, he doesn't really understand it. But yeah, it is. Burnout is a thing. And this shit taking a toll on your mental is definitely a thing. And this is not even, I'm just speaking about doing content in general. I know it's way worse for streamers.
I got the Ferrari, nigga.
Driving in Lambs and Roses is not all it turns out to be, bro. We got all that shit, bro. It's not all
What
it
if they
turns
got
out to be.
25,000 videos?
Y'all got it. I don't.
For what it's worth, I think the Suburb Baby has a big and bright future in the content creation game. He's low-key speed.
That is a fact too. I love all the advice they gave him. That was cool for them to share that with him, or at least try to help him in that regard. But he ain't listening.
The goods, the bads, the ups and the downs.
Cause that's so fact. Like, I mean, shout out to Omeezy. Y'all could check out his vid to hear his words of wisdom at the end. I will link his video down below. Y'all check it out. But yeah, they were really speaking facts, especially Ben. Listen, these material items, they get old so fast. When I first start really making like a serious amount of money, of course, that was the first thing I flocked to go buy, was all this designer stuff. Everything designer I have is from when I first started making money. I no longer buy designer stuff anymore at all. But of course, buying all these purses and shoes and designer this, that, and buying even some expensive jewelry. I'm not even a jewelry person, but I even just bought some just because. Sitting in my drawer, I never wear it. My designer stuff, barely wear it. Like, it was exciting at first for a very short period of time, but then it was just like, all right. Like, this material shit that we get, like, it has very little value once you actually get it. It's like, yeah, your whole life you're dreaming of it, and oh my God, this would be so exciting. I wish I could buy all this Shanell and da da da. You buy it, and it's just like, okay, I got it. All right. Sure, I'll put it with a few outfits. Okay. Like, it doesn't bring that happiness that you think is going to bring you. So that's really an eye-opening experience when you finally get to, where you want to be in life and you are able to buy these things. They don't really hit like that. That's why I spend a lot of my money on like luxury travel. All right. That I never regret. That never gets old. Okay. So that is one thing I stand behind spending a lot of money on is luxury travel. Okay. But it don't even have to be luxury, obviously. But if you want to splurge on anything, I would recommend splurging on like an experience, a memory that you'll always have with you, not like an item. But anyway, hopefully he's not viewbotting, because it seems like Twitch is cracking down on it anyway. But it didn't seem like he was. Like, I feel like he seemed very genuine in being confused and being like, what? I don't even know how to do that. And I'm not the person doing this. Like, I do believe him. So I hope that he doesn't get too much backlash for that, But we shall see what happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.